Hey everybody, it's Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. How are you guys today? I am going to make I love this church. I love all things Christmas and winter, even though I live in California where not much winter is going on, but I still love the whole idea of winter and winterscapes. So I'm going to actually do something that I saw, and this is one of our acrylic frames. It's really cool because you can make something on an acrylic sheet, and then sorry, I just got water all over it on, and then just like keep just the sheet of acrylic, and then you like make that permanent, and then you can store it away, and then slide it in and out. And so that's what we're actually going to do today. We're going to create a piece that's going to be permanent on this acrylic sheet. This is the 9 by 12 acrylic sheet. I don't know if you can even see it. It's like so clear. Maybe that'll help. So maybe you'll see that a little better. You can see the glare, but we're going to do a couple different things, and we're going to start with some paper. So I have 2 pieces of watercolor paper that we're going to start with. Then we'll work on the church itself, and then because I do need for the paper to dry before we move on. So I've got some watercolor paper. I've got 2 sheets. We're going to be tearing each of these pieces. And so I'm going to use Silent Night for one of the pieces of uh, paper. Oh, by the way, if you're here, make sure you say hello because I would love to know that you're here. And if you don't mind sprinkling this out, because sharing is caring. And if you want any information on this project, just put church in the comments and I can get that to you. Let me set this other one up really quick, just so we can just get it moving. All right. I'm putting it all the way over into the corner. Not that makes any difference. It really doesn't. Okay. So you could use black. I'm choosing to use espresso. I like that dark brown, just because the colors that I'm kind of going for are brown and blues and white. You can choose whatever colors you want. That's the ones I'm going to use. All right, just drag it across and down. I am working quickly, as quick as I can anyway. I probably will not cut through here. I don't want to tear through the Holy Family, but I want the music. Okay. Like I said, again, if you're here, make sure you say hello. All right, let's peel this guy up. Pretty. Look how pretty that is. I guess I need to turn it so you guys can see. Sorry. I just like the detail of the music. All right, let me set this aside. I'm going to put the transfer in the sink. I am working in my kitchen this week. We're getting ready for a show. So I have one project after another lined up to get done. So you're with me in my kitchen. This is where I started. If you have been around for almost 8 years with me, this is where I started. I didn't have a craft room. I did all my crafting in my kitchen. It was so fun. And then when we were redoing the craft room, I crafted in here for a while. And sometimes when I do, like I said, when I get ready for shows and I have one project after another, it's just easier for me to craft in my kitchen. The only problem is I have to clean up every night. In my craft room, I can just shut the door to my craft room, which is really nice. All right, set that aside. Let's pull this up. Now, both of my transfers that I'm using are not new transfers. I've used them before, so I didn't have to fuzz them. If they were brand new, I would absolutely fuzz them. Okay. And that just helps to destickify a little bit. I'm just spraying my transfers down just so that that paste remains just a little bit wet. So when I go to clean it off, it'll be easy. All right. So I am going to set these aside, let them dry for a bit. And then let's grab the church out. I'm sorry I'm working sideways, but it's just how I have to in my kitchen. Let's open this up. I hope you get the gist of everything. And you can absolutely make this for yourself. Super easy stuff. We're going to we're going to use some sea spray texture. And I don't think I grabbed white. I'm going to use vanilla. That's okay. To make like snow in a little bit. Okay, I'm going to use the cut lines, and we're going to cut along the cut lines. And if you have any questions, just put them in the comments. I don't think I'm going to use those. I don't think I'm going to use this. I am going to use the door. So that's important. I don't know if I want to add that. I guess I could, but I don't know. I don't know. Well, I'll get there if I need to. But I am going to cut. I'm going to cut here because I don't need these. There's a lot of little pieces to this to make it more detailed. Up to you to do it or not. Now, because this transfer is new, we are going to fuzz it. But before we use this, I want to actually paint the base really quick with a couple of colors. I do have a couple of paint brushes ready to go. I'm going to start with my lightest color, and I do have some distilled water in my mister. Just because when you are painting with our chalk paste, it helps to have it thinned out just a bit. So I'm using this, I think. Oh yeah, this is Glacier. This was a color of the month a few months back. Let's see when this was. Oh, last year. This time last year. November of last year. Okay. So I'm just giving it, I'm not going all over, but I'm getting it quite like everywhere. You can always add more if you need to. All right. You can use other colors too. You don't have to use what I use. I am gonna dry this real quick. Rinse my brush. Sorry, I've got allergies. Just been bugging me today. All right. So then I'm going to take Cozy and Camel. Cozy was color of the month last month. I just like the look of like blending colors together. It just gives a lot of dimension. And if you get too much, you can always add just a little bit of water it down, layer it again. Okay. We might add some more blue to that again. My lid right into the paste. I like this cozy. It is a cozy color. Okay, let me get the camel. I think it's too wet. It's just so pretty. I like blending. Okay, let me get that blue again. Okay, let me dry this really fast. I hope it's not coming off too yellow on screen. Okay, because it really is kind of like a tannish brown. I don't want it to look too yellow. Okay. All right, the last color we're gonna go with is Nominee, and that is for the steeple with the cross on it. Okay. Nominee is a metallic gold. It's not really a shimmer, it's more metallic. Just kind of dab it on there. All right. Let's dry that up. I like that look. I think that looks really good. Let's dry this. Let me grab my wax rag. I want to make sure this is dry. My phone was going off. Sorry about that. Okay, because we're going to be using a transfer over the top of the chalk paste, I want to wax this so that it doesn't pull up the chalk paste. Okay, buff it. Okay, let's get the fuzz cloth. We're going to fuzz our transfer because it's brand new. So we're going to fuzz it. You want to do that the first time you use your transfer. Okay, let's center that. And we're going to take the espresso again. Just trying to keep it very neutral, same color. Okay, and any excess we're going to swipe off, put right back in the container. That's pretty. It's really pretty. Let me put this in the sink. And then dry it. I like that in the windows you can kind of see there's like multiple colors. It almost looks, like either a sunset is going on beyond it or beyond behind it, or it's stained glass. I kind of like that look. So I want to do the door. Let's do the door. We need to fuzz that. Oh, before I forget, let me close this up. We're going to use, I think we're going to use vanilla for the door. And if it's too light, we can always go back over it with like camel or something. Yeah, it might be too light. Let's see. Yeah, I'm thinking that's too light. Let me wash this real fast. I'm just using a board eraser to clean my transfer real quick. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay, let's put this back down. Make sure my transfer is dry. Okay, transfer back down. Come. Looks pretty good. Again, if you want any information on this project, just put church in the comments. I'll get that info to you. Let's see if this is better. Yeah, that's cool. That looks very rusticy cool. Okay. Let me try that. Okay. All right. So the next thing I want to do is we're going to mix up some sea spray and vanilla. So I'm going to put some vanilla paste. You can use white paste. You can use whatever you want. Okay. And then sea spray is an additive that is like powder, and it just gives texture to like paint or, in our case, paste. And so what you do is you add till you get the consistency that you want. You don't want it too thick because you want to be able to play with it. Okay. Okay, it's too thick still. Let's get a little more. We are going to need quite a bit. Okay. I think just a teeny bit more and we'll be good. So you see, it doesn't take a lot of the sea spray. You're almost like making frosting. Now you could pipe this on if you wanted to, like if you're icing like gingerbread, fake gingerbread men. But we're actually going to kind of like brush it on, is what I want to do. I'm going to start with the, the line of the roof. Okay. When I've done this in the past, it just worked better with a brush because I get that stippling, and that's the look I want. Because, snow doesn't fall exact. So you're just going to kind of put it on where you want it. And then this will dry hard. Okay. Cute, huh? My husband just walked in the room. Okay, so I'm going to go on this other little roof line right here. Because, if it was snowing at your house, it doesn't snow at my house, but maybe once every 10 years. A roof line is where it collects. You can also build on this texture. Cute. So I'm gonna put a little bit up here at the top. Because again, where there's a roof and a pitch, you're gonna get snow collected. And let's go here. And I think I also want some on my window sills. A little bit on the windows at the top. Okay, I'm going to build on this, but I need it to dry really quick. I'm going to get the heat tool. So I just want to show you really fast. And see, it's already starting to set up. What do you guys think? Okay, so let me stir this a little bit. So let's build on some of this. Does it snow where you're at? Because I don't know about where y'all are, but it does not really snow here. It gets cold, but it also gets really hot. It snows where one of my boys lives. All right. I think we're good. All right. I'm going to stick this in water. Very dry. Cute, huh? You could do this for like gingerbread men. You could actually pipe it on and like it was icing. It's really cute. Not super hard. All right. So let's do the next part. Set this guy aside. Let's get the piece of acrylic. And then we're going to grab the sheets of paper. We're going to start tearing. I do have some Mod Podge as well. We're just going to kind of lay things out. And just make like a scrap collage. I'm going to grab the other The other piece, and I'm not really sure how I want to do this because I didn't want to cut into like the Holy Family, but then I thought about it and it's like, well, maybe I can have them peeking out somewhere. I don't know. I don't know yet. So I'm just making sure that every edge has a tear. And if your paper starts to curl, you can just use your nail on the back side and straighten that out. I don't know if I want to use these pieces yet. I did something like this a couple years ago. I can't even remember. It was a music piece. I loved it. It's one of my favorite pieces. I gave it as a gift to somebody though. Okay. Now we probably won't use all these pieces, but we're going to use a good majority of them. Okay. So I want to open up my, I want to see where they, if I were to include them. Let's see, where's my church? Maybe like at the top. Maybe at the top. That would look cool. Okay. Now this is going to be permanent, guys. So just be aware of that. And the glue will dry clear. Get something in. So I am putting glue on both the surface and the paper just to make sure I get it all. All right, let's just start. Taking bits of the music. Have to look at it and see which way is right way up. And you are going to get a little messy here. It's okay. I'm going to show you real quick. And that will dry clear when it's all done. All right, let's just keep going. This might seem a little tedious and time consuming, and it is, and that's okay. I got this one. I'm trying to take pieces from each of the music and not just the same pieces. What are you thinking so far? Let's get something up here. Just trust the process. We may have to come back and put a little glue underneath some of these edges, and that's okay. All right. And if you need to make more pieces, you can just grab another sheet of watercolor paper. And trying to make sure that there's no spaces. And if you wanted to do this with another piece of music, you sure can. Hmm. It's like a backwards puzzle piece. A little therapeutic, though. Okay. Let's see our progression. So hold on. Turn this over. That's really cool. That's so cool. Like I said, all of that's going to dry and it'll dry clear. And just make sure you're gluing down those corners. All right. I can see you probably needing to come back and get some of these corners again, for sure. Almost done. Okay, just need to make sure I've got some really good pieces. Oops, little glue glob. You don't want the glue glob. And I've got this little tiny piece right here that will fit. Okay, probably 2 more lines. Maybe 1. I don't know. Okay. I really appreciate you guys being here today. It's been fun. I hope you enjoyed it too. Sorry. I know projects like this get a little long, but there's so many little pieces to them. Honestly, I like that. Okay. Last few. I just flung glue everywhere. And then let's do this right here in the corner. Let me cover this little corner right here. So it did almost take the 2 full sheets of paper. Oh, I hear my grandson. I hear my grandson. All right. So I can't put anything on this yet, but I will attach the church to this and then I will put it in the frame and take a picture. But I need to let this dry before I do that. So um, I hope you love this as much as I do. I think it's going to turn out really great. And I hope you enjoyed this. This has been Tarina with Create with Tree. That's me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everybody.